4 signs you're not done with your calling. You're carrying a vision, and deep down you already know it. The dream that didn't quite take off, the project that stalled out, the ambition that kept you up at night only to be pushed aside for reality. Right now, there are 4 signs that the fire inside you hasn't burned out, and you're already living every one of them. What you're feeling isn't a pipe dream. It's not a lack of focus, and it's definitely not something you should apologize for. Psychology tells us that when a person identifies a purpose that aligns with their core identity, that drive doesn't just disappear because the economy shifted, because people doubted you, or because you took a stable job to pay the bills. That quiet, persistent tug towards your potential is your internal compass recognizing a destination you haven't reached yet. Your spirit isn't stuck, it's unresolved.
The first sign, the ordinary life feels like a distraction. There's a specific kind of restlessness that only hits when you're doing exactly what society told you to do, yet it feels entirely wrong. This isn't the boredom of a slow day. It's the heavy, textured realization that you are built for more. When you're sitting in meetings or running errands, that vision of what you could be doing isn't just a fantasy, it's a presence. It holds questions you haven't been brave enough to ask yet. It lives in the space between the life you have and the life you intended to build. That weight isn't a sign of failure. It's the sign of a mission that's still very much alive. The second sign, your body reacts to progress even when it isn't yours. Before your mind can even process it, something in you shifts. Your heart rate spikes when you see someone else succeed in your field. You hear a success story or see a breakthrough, and your chest tightens. This isn't jealousy, it's recognition. This is purpose memory. Your nervous system holds an imprint of your potential that no amount of practical moving on can erase. If your body still vibrates at the frequency of that dream, it's not a glitch, it's a report. Your physiology is telling you something true. You aren't finished here. The third sign, you keep half showing up for your passion. You know this cycle. You buy the equipment but don't open the box. You write the first page but don't hit save. You reach out to a mentor but never follow up. This push and pull isn't laziness, it's approach avoidance. You move toward the dream because it's real, but you pull back because the vulnerability of actually trying is terrifying. In those small, deliberate traces of effort, the truth is out in the open. You haven't released the dream, and the dream hasn't released you. The fourth sign, the thought of never knowing moves something inside you. You don't have to call it regret, but there's a stillness, a moment where your heart doesn't feel neutral, when you imagine yourself 10 years from now having never tried. If that image of a safe future creates a hollow feeling in your gut, your heart hasn't accepted this as finished. It hasn't released the sense of possibility. These 4 signs aren't accidents. They are the unmistakable language of a calling that hasn't reached its natural end. Some visions don't die just because you stopped working on them. They stay real across years of silence because what was planted in you was undeniably real. You need to hear this. You are not delusional. The depth of ambition you carry is not a flaw. The way you refuse to just settle for a life that doesn't fit is the mark of a person with a true north. You deserve a life that is fully awake, fully present, and fully yours. Hold on to that, not as a wish, but as the truth it has always been.